Hey guys, today we're going to talk about one of my very favorite things to talk about, and I know that they're I know they're pretty much all my favorite things to talk about, but I can't help it. I love doTerra and I love everything about doTerra, so it's all my favorite stuff. But today we're going to talk about your 2-year business plan, and I think this is super important if you are just getting started in doTerra, or maybe you've been in for a while. Maybe it's been a year, maybe 6 months, maybe a year and a half, whatever, maybe even 2 years. But let's just take a look at what you need to look forward to and what you can expect from doTerra, because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I have people who enroll and maybe a couple months goes by and they haven't really made any money, and they're kind of like, oh, I'm not making any money, I'm going to quit. It's not going to happen for you overnight, guys. I mean, you know, for some people, some super lucky, super hardworking people, it does happen quickly. For some others, you need to just put a 2-year business plan in place and anticipate that that's how long it's going to take you to get to where you want to be. So let's talk about what that looks like, okay? So I like for people to always put this on their vision board. Okay, this is your 2-year plan. I've had a lot of businesses and done a lot of crazy things. Some of them pretty successful, some of them not so much, but that's okay. We live and learn. And my last business that I had was a brick and mortar store. I had a huge bridal shop. I had it for 7 years. It was very successful. We loved it, loved my job, but I closed it for personal reasons. And when I had that shop, it cost me $2,500. I'm going to say about $2,500 to maybe $3,000, depending on the month and the utilities, just to keep my doors open. Every single month, that's what I spent to keep my doors open. So I did not pay anybody. That didn't pay me. I'm not saying I didn't pay anybody, but this is not what it cost to pay somebody, okay? This strictly kept my doors open, all right? So that meant that I had to do about $6,000 in retail just to keep those doors open. That's a lot of hard work. For those of you who know me, you know I live in a very small town, so I worked, you know, 7 days a week. I didn't have days off. I didn't have vacations. My time off was my time I went to church. That's pretty much all the time I had off, okay? So this was a lot of hard work, and I spent a lot of money doing that, and I did that for 7 years, okay? So now here's what your business plan looks like with doTerra, okay? If you spend, do you remember when we talked earlier in the compensation plan? For those of you who know the compensation plan, you know that for you to get your bonus, your first bonus, you need to have yourself and 3 other people, and this group needs to spend 600 PV to start getting your bonus, right? So I just tell my team, if you're going to do this actually as a business and you want to earn money, then you need to just commit to spending 150 PV a month. That's what you need to do, and that puts all those bonuses in place, and there's no drama. But what that really looks like is not $150. It really looks like $200, okay? Because you're going to pay your tax, you're going to pay your shipping, you may want to buy something on the 200 PV months, you need your folders for your new enrollments, and you know, there's a few things that you need. So let's just say it looks like $200 a month, and that's what you're committing, okay? So now, if you do that for 24 months, 2 years, you spent $4,800. Barely more than I had to do for 1 month to have my business. So now you just ran your business for 2 years for $4,800, okay? So here's what happens. Most of you, if you're brand new, you don't know what this rank is. If you're a little bit older, an old timer I should say, to doTerra, then you know what a diamond is, and you know that that's really your first major big rank that you're working towards, right? Now, it takes an average of 2 years to reach diamond. Okay, now that's, some people are going to do it faster, some people are going to be slower, but the average time is actually 2 years. And that is the average time. That's not your superstars. That's your average person that loves oil, goes out and shares oil, holds classes, and is earning some money. Okay, so 2 years to reach diamond. Now you spend $4,800 for 2 years to reach diamond. The average payout for a diamond salary is $16,000 a month. Now, does that get kind of exciting? Like, in your job, can you hope to be even close to $16,000 a month in 2 years? I know I couldn't in anything I've ever done. None of my businesses, you know, could have given me a payout like that. My husband's job certainly wouldn't pay him like that. So this is really just the kind of thing that I like for people to just kind of put it on their vision board, maybe put it on your bathroom mirror, the place where you're going to see it every day, because you are going to have some months where maybe somebody didn't show up to your class. Maybe you hosted a class for someone else and nobody showed up. Maybe your volume wasn't where you wanted it to be. Maybe you didn't get your Power of 3 bonus. Things happen. Happens to all of us. Doesn't matter how much rank you have. That happens to everybody. Sometimes you just get up and you're just like, I'm just over it, you know. So, and I'm sure you've heard there's a rule in doTerra, you can't quit on a bad day. So, doesn't matter if you're over it. You got to wait till the next day when you're having a good day anyway. But sometimes you just need some motivation. So this is kind of what that looks like. That's what we're on target for. I think we'll hit diamond by our 2 years. We've still got the summer left to go. We got several months left to go. But if you can just put this in your mind and kind of just, you know, encourage yourself in that way, it doesn't really matter what happens today. Just look at the big picture. Keep your mind on this all the time, and do this. Like, don't commit for a couple months and then just give up. You know, if you say I'm in this for the long haul and I really want to turn doTerra into a career and I want to change my family's, you know, financial future and quite frankly the legacy of your family, put this into your head, stick it out, keep going, just put one foot in front of the other, because this is going to happen to you. This will happen unless you quit. The only way that you're going to fail at doTerra is if you quit. But if you just keep going, put one foot in front of the other, go at your pace. Now, obviously, the faster you work and the harder you work, the faster you're going to get there. But you don't have to kill yourself. You know, you don't have to work 60 hours a week. You can work 10 hours a week or 20 hours a week. I probably work, well, right now I probably work, I don't know, maybe 50 hours a week. But that's my choice. I'm a little more aggressive, and I'm kind of a go-getter. So just work at your own speed. Keep going. Don't get discouraged. And this is going to be you one day. So we're going to see you in the Diamond Club, and I'm pretty excited about it. So keep that in mind. Hang that up, and just keep going. Okay?